والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيدنا مدد يا رسول مدد يا سادة أصحاب مدد يا دستور مولانا شاء الله فاز درسانه محمد مدد طريقتنا والصحبة والخير في الجميع. Yani insanların halleri kendilerini akıllı zannedip kendilerine zarar veren çok insan, bu zamanın insanı.
There are many people these days that they think of themselves to be very clever, very intelligent ones, but with what they do, they harm themselves.
Kadar kendine zarar veren insan gelmemiş yani tam.
Especially in this time we now live in, there has been no age nor era in the history of humanity where people lived who thought of themselves to be something special or clever, but have caused harm to themselves.
Ahir zaman vakti.
And this time we now live in is the end of times.
Her türlü zarar veriyor insan kendilerine.
And it is the characteristic of these end of times that people do things, and by what they do, they harm themselves.
Başkasına da kendisine de.
And they harm not only themselves but also others.
Allah Azze ve Celle sevmediği insanlar bunlar.
And those are people whom Allah Almighty dislikes.
Şimdi mesele dikkat etmek lazım.
This is a matter one must be very careful about.
Yalancılar çoğaldı.
The numbers of those who lie have increased.
Sahtekarlar çoğaldı.
The number of those who cheat have increased.
Hırsızlar çoğaldı.
Those who steal have increased.
Haram helal tanımayanlar çoğaldı.
The number of those who do not differentiate between what is permissible and what is forbidden, those who do not distinguish between halal and haram, have increased.
İçin insan dikkat etmek lazım.
Therefore, people must be careful.
Bir iş yapacaksanız, bir yere gidecekseniz meşveret yapın.
If you are going to undertake a business or undertake a journey, then before you do something, you should first seek consultation.
Meşveret sünnettir.
To seek consultation and to ask for advice is the tradition and recommendation of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and it is his sunnah.
Meşveret demek akıl almak başkasından.
To seek consultation means to ask for advice.
Akıl almak başkasını sormak başkasına.
To seek consultation means to ask someone else for advice, to reach out to someone else and to ask him about what one is planning to do.
Nedir bu iş? Olur mu? Olmaz mı?
And to seek consultation means to ask before acting, to ask others whether this is something going to be good or bad.
İyi midir, kötü müdür diye.
Is this going to be beneficial or is this going to be harmful?
Sormak lazım.
Therefore, one should first seek advice.
Zaten bu sahtekar olan insanlar ya kandıralı insanlar acele et. Hemen şey yap.
And how to recognize whether someone cheats or someone is a fraudster? One of their typical characteristics is that they want to hurry and to hasten you into making a decision.
Sen bir iş yapacaksan acele etme.
If you are going to undertake a business, you should not hasten into that business.
Hele para vereceksen bir de başkasına da iş yapacak diye para vermeyin.
Therefore, don't just listen to anyone coming to telling you, let's do business. Don't give them your money.
100 defa söylüyoruz, 1000 defa söylüyoruz.
And this is something we repeat 100 times, 1,000 times over and over again to be very careful.
Gene kazık yedikten sonra gelip ne olacak?
Yet people are being cheated. Yet people are ripped off. And then so many times they come and ask, what shall we do now?
Kağıdın var mı? Yok.
Have you anything written down on paper?
Tanıyor musun? Tanıyor. İşte
Do you know that person? And they say, yeah, I know him.
benim gördüm, inandığım adam
It is someone I know, I trust, I believe in.
Müslümandır.
He's a Muslim, they say.
Hali güzeldir.
He has a good appearance, a good state.
Müslümansa Allah Azze ve Celle'nin emrini yerine getirir.
If he were a Muslim, then he would fulfill Allah Almighty's order.
Her şeyi yazacaksın.
And it is Allah Almighty's order to, before you do something, to write it down.
Kendini garantiye alacaksın.
And it is important to write things down, to make a contract in order to secure yourself.
Hele başkası alıp da iş yapacağım deyip de bir de başkasından da borç alınca tamam iş tam yani katmerlenmiş kazık yemiş demektir.
And what makes things even worse is that people, they undertake businesses with others without seeking consultation, without writing anything down. In addition to that, they make business without actually having the means and by borrowing money from others. And then their situation deteriorates and makes things even worse than worse.
Onun için dikkat edin.
Therefore, be careful.
Bu para sana Allah verdiği bir nimettir.
Your money is a gift to you by Allah Almighty.
Onu başkasına, yalancıya, sahtekara falan yedirmeyin.
Allah did not give you that money in order to be taken away and ripped off from you and to be eaten up by others, by fraudsters, by cheaters.
Müslümanım diye uyanık olacaksın.
As Muslims, we must be vigilant.
Bu meselesi, iş meselesi, kendi yapabildiğin kadar yap.
And when you do business, the first thing you should consider is that you should only do business according to your capacity.
Başkasına güvenme.
Don't just trust anyone blindly.
Battım şimdi çıkacağım diye başkası sana gelip de yaparsa yok şöyle güzel iş var.
Don't just trust blindly and don't expect others to help you out once you go bankrupt.
Böyle güzel iş var deyip de hemen kazanacağız de dur bakalım.
And if people come to you and tell you, let's do that business, there's a lot of money we can make, but we must act now. When people try to hasten you into making a decision, then you should first stop them.
Benim soracağım yerler var.
You should tell them, stop, leave me alone for the moment. I need to first seek advice before I can do anything.
Böyle olmaz, acele olmazsa.
And then they will try to pressure you and they will make you hasten and say, no, you cannot wait, you must act now, they will tell you.
Şimdi kaçıracağız, kaçırsın.
And they will tell you, you're going to miss that opportunity if you don't do it now. Miss that opportunity. Leave that opportunity.
Kaçacaksa kaçsın.
If that opportunity is meant to be missed, then leave it as is. Miss that opportunity.
Ben yolda bulmadım paramı de.
Tell those people, I'm not interested. I did not just find my money randomly on the street.
Öyle gelen azarla.
Scold that person who tries to pressure you into making business.
Tipine de bakma.
And don't let yourselves be deceived by the appearance of that person.
Sarıklı, sakallı.
He may have a turban, he may have a beard.
Cübbeli.
He may wear a jubba.
Olup da o da başka bir tezgahtır. O milleti kandırmak için.
But this is just another trick by people to deceive you to appear as Muslims.
Var. Ben şunun müridiyim, şunun vekiliyim.
Or they will tell you, I'm the murid of that, or I'm the wakil of this one. They will tell you in order to cheat you.
Evet, ona da kanmayın.
And don't let yourselves be deceived by those who make such claims.
Kimseye kanmayın ki.
Don't be fooled or cheated by anyone.
Ne yaparsınız, günaha girersiniz, ne başkasını.
And by not letting yourselves be deceived, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're also protecting the other person and preventing him from committing a sin.
Günaha sokarsınız. Vermesen hem senin malını kurtuluyor hem başkası günaha girmemiş oluyor.
If you do not give in, if you protect your money, then you will have saved yourself and you will have protected that person from pressuring you into a sin.
Milleti bu ara vicdan diye bir şey kalmamış.
Nowadays, people no longer have what is called conscience.
Milleti kandırıyorlar.
They cheat people.
Milleti şey yapıyorlar. Yani ben şuyum, ben sofiyim, ben Müslümanım diye.
And they cheat people by telling them I'm a Sufi or I'm a Muslim.
Kandıran çok olur.
And there are many who have those appearances, yet they cheat people.
Her türlü bakımdan kandıran var. En çok bu bakım Müslüman deyip de saf Müslüman olanları kandıran çoktur.
And they have many ways of cheating people, and one of their ways is to appear as Muslims. And there are many who claim to be good Muslims, yet they just make these claims in order to cheat you.
Onun için dikkat edin.
Therefore, be careful.
Sırf burası değil, dünyanın her tarafında sahtekarlar.
And this does not only apply to here, but throughout the entire world. There are those fraudsters and imposters and those who try to rip you off.
Namussuzlar, vicdansızlar.
They are everywhere. There are those people without conscience, without dignity.
Çok. Onun için onlara yedirmeyin.
Don't let your money be eaten up by those.
En mühim şey de meşveret. Bu adam bu iş yapacak. Bana şöyle güzel bir teklif verdi.
And what is most important is that before you do something, you should seek advice and consult about that proposal. That person does want to make business, and he makes that proposal, and you should seek advice for that.
Böyle yapacağız, böyle yapacağız diye. Nasıl bu? Sakın diyeceksin.
And you must ask, can I trust that person's proposal? And you must seek the advice, and you will then get to hear that, don't trust that person. Be careful and don't do business with him, they will tell.
Gelip de %99'u yalan.
99% of what they tell you is a lie.
Yalan olmasa aptallık kendi kafasına göre bazen insanlar da iş yapacağım diye başkasından da para alıp kazandırayım derken hem kendi batıyor hem başkası batıyor hem.
And sometimes it's not a lie, but sometimes it's just stupidity. There are people who think that they are going to make a lot of money based on their own minds, on their own thoughts, and going their own way. But they do not only ruin themselves, but also ruin others. And in that case, they did not want to cheat, but they were simply stupid in what they were intending to do, and they ruined themselves and they ruined others too.
Yani sahtekarlık yoksa rezil oluyor. Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us from those who cheat and those who would ruin us.
Bu gibi insanlardan.
May Allah Almighty protect us from those people.
Dediğimiz gibi ya olduktan sonra gelmeyin, sormayın ne yapacağız. Ya bir bardak su iç üstüne.
Don't seek advice when it's too late. There's nothing to do when you've ruined yourself and you have given away what you have. All you can do in that case when things are over, the only advice to give is sit down and take a sip of water.
Ondan önce şey yap. Acele ettin.
Seek advice before you act. You should not hasten into and hurry and rush yourself into a business.
Pişman oldun. Artık ne dua fayda eder ne bir şey.
If you do not seek advice, if you hurry and rush into your business hastily and things go wrong and you go bankrupt, then there's nothing to save you because you did not seek advice in advance. And then what are you asking for prayer, for dua? you already did what you did without consultation.
Hem de günaha girmiş olur insan. Allah bilir nerede zıkkımlanmış olur, nerede harcamış olur paraları.
And only Allah knows then all those sins that may have committed with that money that has been acquired improperly.
O sahtekar, namussuz, vicdansız insanlar.
Those people who do such things, they are people without honor, without dignity, and without conscience.
Allah şerlerinden korusun.
Shame on them, and may Allah Almighty protect us from their evil.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Fatiha.